Hello YouTube, State Warrior here, and my duel today is going to be versus Lord Kira on Dueling Network, another person who has a separate name on Dueling Network than their channel name, but we'll be getting to that later. First, I'd like to shout out the composer of the music that you're listening to right now. This is a remix of the Sonic 06 theme by Zebrahead. Of course, it's by Neves, and I just wanted to link you guys to his channel, especially direct you guys to his channel right now, because he is approaching 1,000 subscribers. So if you guys could go to his channel and subscribe to get him to 1,000 subscribers, me and him both would really appreciate that. So if you enjoy this music and you want to hear more, of course, go to the link in the description. It'll be at the bottom of the description to Neves' channel for more music like this. Okay, so now to get to my opponent, I am playing YupBoy21. He actually topped a regional last year, Illinois, I believe, Tinley Park or something like that, with gadgets, with chain summoning gadgets, which is a really cool deck. In my opinion, I really like the deck, and I'm going to be playing him, of course, with my Chaos deck for my 100 subscriber special, and this will be the first game of the match. And I don't do an RJB0 thing and normal summon the Lila and then still mill in the end phase. If you don't remember, in my duel versus the RJB0, I used Lila and he Phoenix chained it, and then I still milled in the end phase, and he had to call me out for it. So I'm calling the effect of Ride, and he said, okay. I milled the absolute worst thing that I could mill, 2 spells that are relevant in my hand right now. So you know, he deprisons my Raiden, and I'm left with just a Lila, which cannot mill. I've got nothing else in play right now, so he's just got traps. He clearly has a pretty bad hand, so yeah, I'm gonna pass back to him, and I believe he's going to make a pretty interesting play this turn, especially for the deck that he's playing, because if you haven't noticed, he hasn't revealed the deck that he's playing yet. Yeah, so he goes Kree Bandit, so I'm thinking, oh, what, Kree Bandit in a deck that's set 4 on the first turn? That could be, you know, pretty interesting. So he mills Summoner Monk, which I'm just going crazy, because I mean, I guess it's dark, so I'm thinking, you know, maybe Chaos, then another Kree Bandit, but like, what are all these traps for? And then Harpie Lady 1, so he's playing Harpies, right? I expected that he'd be playing gadgets, because that's like his thing. If you don't know, a while back I made actually a video of myself dueling with gadgets, and I shouted him out in that because the build that I was using was actually inspired by his regional topping build. So I'll link that down in the description for those of you that haven't seen the video, it's just an older duel video of me dueling with gadgets. So yeah, I'm asking about the effect. He says it's okay, and this time I mill a little bit better. I mill 2 dark monsters. I don't really mind milling boss monsters because they're all fuel in the grave for whatever I have in my hand, even though I don't really have any chaos monsters in my hand, but I will definitely get some chaos monsters in my hand. By the end of this duel, you guys will see that. So searching through this extra deck that was the one that I used at the time, looking at his graveyard, seeing what I can go into. I synchro, get rid of that connection to the Phoenix chain, go for a Stardust to stop any of his destruction plays, and he promptly deprisoned it. Deprison is at 3, so you know, you can be expecting those pretty often, but I haven't lost barely any advantage right now. I have 5 cards in my hand, even though one of them is malicious. And then of course I'm going to Gores here because he attacked with Harp Queen and I got nothing on the field, so you know, might as well just drop the Gores in defense mode. Can't do anything about it. I mean, I don't know what that set is, but you know, I'm pretty comfortable summoning the Gores here. I don't see any reason not to. It gives me some field presence, and I still haven't lost any advantage. I still got 5 cards. So I Solar Recharge, which gives me lots and lots of advantage. And there's the Chaos Monster. I draw that Light Pulsar, mill 2 light monsters. My deck's nice, and my graveyard rather is nice and full of lights and darks. And I MST that last back row. Blind MST is a thing that I love to do in this deck. I know it's terrible, but it was a Phoenix chain, which in this case is good because Phoenix chain, of course, if you chain it to MST, it gets destroyed. So you know, there's nothing good about having a Phoenix chain, your own Phoenix chain getting MST. So you know, it's good to MST Phoenix chains. I guess you could also, you know, just chain the MST to the Phoenix chain, but I didn't know what he had back there. For all I know, it could be a Solemn Warning that could completely ruin my place. You know, I'm pretty liberal with my blind MSTing. You know, I know a lot of people hate it, so I'm gonna mill the Raiden and the Trag. I like to banish. God, have I made this many vocal mistakes throughout this video? But I banished the Raiden and the Trag. Banished the Raiden because, as you guys know, I like to have my Levier play for a tuner that can mill. I think it's just like a really good multi-purpose thing to have. Plus, I can't really bring Raiden back from the graveyard anyway because I'm not playing Lumina. So yeah, this video, like, I stall, like, not even stall, just I think like way too much. I think for so long. And like, I'm just planning out all my plays really carefully, right? But it just takes me so long. So here I'm going to make an 2 pretty questionable plays in a row, right? Because I knew that he Kree Bandited for Dark Hole a couple turns ago. So you know, I know that he has Dark Hole in his hand. And I'm just trying to figure out some way that I can push for game. So you know, I'm just think I'm considering all of my options. I guess that's why I'm thinking for so long, but I think for so long in this game, like, just you'll see, like, later too, I'm just, like, looking everywhere, and I guess I call it stalling, really. It's not stalling. This deck does take a lot of thought, because, you know, you do have to go over every single option you have, because you have options in the extra deck, hand, field, and graveyard at pretty much all times. So there's one of the questionable moves. I normal summon my Malicious over the token that I summoned with Gores. Like I said, I'm just trying to make as much damage as I can on board, and the M7 may be able to help with that. So what I'd like to do with M7, like I said in some other videos, I just said in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Smurf videos that I like to return BLS to my hand. Well, I don't have BLS in the graveyard, but I do have, what is it? It's Chaos Sorcerer, the other Chaos monster that can banish stuff. So I believe that, yeah, I'm going to detach the Malicious to grab the Chaos Sorcerer back. The only problem is I didn't have any other darks in the graveyard, as you can see right there. I just have some light cards, so when I detach the Malicious to add back the Chaos Sorcerer, I can't actually summon the Chaos Sorcerer without losing my chain of Maliciouses, which could, you know, benefit me further in the game. But I have the advantage right now. I'm up at this point 5 cards to his 4, essentially, because he has the Dead Fiendish Chain, which shouldn't count as a card. I could have bounced, let me think, I could have bounced the Harpie Queen, but I don't think I still could have attacked for game. So now I have the Chaos Sorcerer, and I go ahead and banish the Malicious, which I'm not even going to banish his Harpie Queen. I'm just going to attack over everything, and that's of course not games. You know, it's pretty disappointing that I tried to do all that and I still couldn't get game on board. I probably should have done some math. I guess that's why I was thinking. I don't know. Maybe I thought I could get game on board somehow while I was thinking for so long. Maybe I was on my calculator or whatever. Yeah. Oh, I thought I could make a game right there. Oh well. Yeah, so, you know, I know he's going to Dark Hole me next turn, so he takes 400, and then big hit of 54, so total of 5,800 damage, leaving him with 2,200 life points, which is just below the attack value of a lot of my monsters. All 3 of them that are on board now, but a lot of the monsters in my deck have a little bit over 2,200 attack. Chaos Sorcerer being the lowest with 23. I knew he was going to Dark Hole there, no big deal. I can't activate... I don't think I don't think I have a target anyway, but I can't activate Light Pulsar because he was a material, so he wasn't sent from the field to the grave anyway. So he Harpie channelers, and he discards a Harpie card, this being Harpie's Hunting Ground, which is bad against my deck because I run the back row, and he goes for the Pet Dragon. I think he runs 2 in this build. I always run 1 in Harpies. I can't bear drawing the Pet Dragon. If I draw the 1, then, you know, oh well, boo-hoo. But if I first of all, opening up multiples, you open up 2 Pet Dragon, you just lose. And if you open up 1 when you have 2, you know, you're just thinking about how you increase the odds by playing 2, so I can't play 2. So he goes into Draco Sack, obviously, and he attacks for the 26 direct that I had prepared over in the chat box over there with the command. I was talking about something earlier that I wanted to discuss further. Oh well. So yeah, I've got Light Pulsar and Plague and the Divine Dragon Apocryph, the Dark Dragon that really sucks, but you kind of have to play it in this deck. It's a terrible card, but you know, you really do have to play it. It just opens up some plays, and it's just kind of necessary in a Chaos Dragon deck, in my opinion. So I'm going over my options. I need to get rid of the Draco Sack. That's what I need to do is just get rid of the Draco Sack somehow. I need to get the Draco Sack off of the field. So I'm just looking over everything that I have in my graveyard in my hand because, like I said, lots and lots of options at all times. I think what I'm going to do is I know I'm going to get a Plague on the field somehow, alright? So yeah, I normal summon the Divine Dragon. Yeah, I know, and now I know what I'm going to do. Okay, so normal summon the Divine Dragon Apocalypse, discard Plague and Light Pulsar. Oh no, discard the Plague for the Light Pulsar. Yeah, of course, obviously. Yeah, this is a really good play. So yeah, that's why we have to play Divine Dragon Apocalypse, because he can discard a card to add a dragon back to my hand. So I discard Plague, which is really good to have in the graveyard to basically top deck the Light Pulsar that I add back to my hand and bring the Plague back. And this is just an easy out to Draco Sack because I can go into Vulcan, a card that I love talking about because Vulcan's awesome, and you know, just bounce the Vulcan and bounce the Draco Sack, and you know, I guess I think I'm getting a little ahead of myself because I haven't actually summoned the Vulcan yet, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to banish the Plague, and then, yeah, right there, I'm going to send the Divine Dragon Apocalypse to the graveyard, get out my Vulcan, the Divine, activate his effect when he's synchro summoned, to return both of those back to the hand, but, you know, technically the extra deck because both of them are extra deck monsters. Yeah, so this shows why you have to play Divine Dragon Apocalypse. I guess that's a pretty good example of my deck this video is showing off. You have to play Divine Dragon Apocalypse in this deck. So then I, of course, still have the other Light Pulsar in my hand. So what he doesn't know is that I actually stacked the Light Pulsar on top of my deck. He doesn't know that I have 2. I thought that was pretty, you know, clever of me. since I added the light pulsar back, which I mean that was my only option really, but since I added the light pulsar back and then stacked the light pulsar, what he doesn't know is that I actually have one already ready for next turn to attack for game, because he only has one token left at this point, and if he doesn't have a play here, which Harpies really don't, like they lose handed like monster advantage really quickly if they don't have the hysteric sign or party, and he does not, so I can special summon the other light pulsar and attack for game from there. So a little quick announcement. I can't believe I didn't talk about this yet. Today I just scheduled the I booked my hotel for Philadelphia for the Philadelphia Regionals on Saturday. So the 13th, it's in Philadelphia, the Pennsylvania Convention Center. So if any of you guys are going to that, look for me there. I'll try to get some deck profiles from the some of the players that I see with interesting decks or whatever. I don't know. I've never been to a regional before, so I don't know what to expect. But I'm gonna be bringing my Chaos Dragon deck there. Yeah. So, you know, look forward to some videos for there, I guess, from for Saturday. But like this video if you enjoyed the duel between me and YupBoy21. Go check out his channel in the description and my 100 subscriber playlist. That will have all the videos that I have for my 100 subscriber special. Help me celebrate by commenting down below what you think about either of our decks. Like I said, like this video if you enjoyed it, favorite it if you liked it that much, share it with your Yu-Gi-Oh friends, and subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos, and I will see you later, YouTube.